Cape Coral City Council is facing some backlash after moving the public comment to the end of the meeting. I'm Cape Coral community correspondent Bella Vline. I met with a former mayor and local attorney who says this was the wrong move. This is how some Cape Coral City Council meetings have started in the past. And this summer, the City Council voted to push public comments to the end of the meetings and move the start time forward. Some council members say the later public comments allow people who work outside of the city to get their opinions in and allow staff to go home after presenting. So Council member Jennifer Nelson-Lastra made a motion to have a 30-minute public comment period before the consent agenda items. But it fell flat with council members Lehman, Kaduk, and Lastra all voting yes, while the other 5 council members voted no.
I don't see the need to break it up and have two citizens' inputs when there is the potential to pull something from consent and have it discussed further.
But some citizens aren't too happy about the decision.
You systematically eliminated citizen input.
With resident comments moved to the end, how will you incorporate our feedback?
And those same concerns were raised by Eric Feichthaler, a former mayor of the city and local attorney.
I think that the overall trend of the city has been to really take less and less seriously what the public has to say.
Feichthaler notes that many of the big financial decisions are voted on in the consent agenda.
It's required that any voting item will take citizens' input. Now, it doesn't say specifically about how and when, except that it needs to be before it, which makes sense. Giving citizens input after the vote really isn't very useful.
I spoke with FGCU law professor Pamela C., and she says this decision does not violate sunshine law, as many citizens have expressed concern about.
A public body is allowed to put restrictions on public comment at a meeting as long as they do allow it. You can restrict it to, say, 3 minutes. You can put it at any time during the meeting.
Current Cape Coral Mayor John Gunter says people have the opportunity to send in e-comments, and council has the opportunity to motion for reconsideration after a vote. But the former mayor is hoping for a change.
I hope that council will take yet another look at this and say, of course we want to have input time before we vote on an item.
Reporting in Cape Coral, Bella Vline, Fox 4.